Legendary historian and economist Victor Davis Hanson gave the perfect defense of Trump's tariffs this week. I've got that coming up for you, but first, here's Obama in 2016 saying that all the manufacturing jobs we lost to other countries while he was president just aren't coming back.
Because some of those jobs of the past are just not going to come back. And when somebody says, like the person you just mentioned, who I'm not going to advertise for, that he's going to bring all these jobs back. Well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do?
Here's Trump 15 years ago in a few words telling him what he's going to do.
So he said, well, what would you do? What can you do? So easy. I drop a 25% tax on China. And you know, I said to somebody that is really the messenger. The messenger is important. I could have one man say, we're going to tax you 25%. And I could say another, listen, you motherfuckers, we're going to tax you 25%.
Without further ado, here's Victor Davis Hanson summing up the tariffs perfectly.
China has prohibitive tariffs. So does Vietnam. So does Mexico. So does Europe. So do a lot of countries. So does India. But if tariffs are so destructive of their economies, why is China booming? How did India become an economic powerhouse when it has these exorbitant tariffs on American imports? How did Vietnam, of all places, become such a different country, even though it has these prohibitive tariffs? Why isn't Germany, before its energy problems, why wasn't it a wreck? It's got tariffs on almost everything that we send them. How is the EU even functioning with these tariffs? I thought tariffs destroyed an economy, but they seem to like them. And they're angry that they're no longer asymmetrical. Apparently, our people who are tariffing us think tariffs improve their economy.
I've got more from Victor coming up, but just to back up what he's saying, here's some numbers. In 1990, before we signed the North American Free Trade Agreement, the United States was a top exporter to 175 countries. China was a top exporter to 8 countries. By 2024, the numbers have completely flipped on their head, and the United States is a top exporter to 35 countries, while China is a top exporter to 125 countries. It's completely killed the US, and Trump has been the only politician to talk about it or try to do anything about it. I'm going to be doing a much deeper dive on this and covering aspects of it that I can't cover on this platform in my weekly newsletter this Sunday. If you want to copy my newsletter, go to thematthewsreport.com, link in the description, and please don't forget to subscribe to the Matthews Report and check back for regular reports. Now, Victor Davis Hanson putting a bow on it.
The second thing is, why would you get angry at the person who is reacting to the asymmetrical tariff and not the people who inaugurated the tariff? Why is Canada mad at us when it's running a $63 billion surplus and it has tariffs on some American products at 250%? Doesn't it seem like the people who started this asymmetrical, if I could use the word trade war, should be the culpable people, not the people who are reluctantly reacting to it?